Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I wanted to go ahead and do that third video on Joshua, okay? And I want to go over what we've been through so far. I hope you stay through to the end of this. This is going to be a really good video, okay? But all right, so we got Joshua, who was born to Jacob, all right? And Jacob had a couple different wives and concubines and a bunch of different sons, all right? And Joseph was the only one from Rachel, okay, and he favored him. He was the youngest, and he had a calling from God, okay, from a young age. God put a vision in his head, and he went right back and told his jealous brothers, okay, immediately. There's a breeding ground for the devil right there, but it's something to that, okay. And you remember a couple videos I said something about it. If God puts something in your heart and you have a faith to go after this, that God is going to test and purify that faith by fire, okay? So when you see Joseph go through these things, all right, God is testing and purifying his faith by fire, all right? That's why he is doing this. That's why he's allowing the devil to do this. And his brothers ended up selling him into slavery, okay, to some Ishmaelites, and they sell him to Potiphar, and then Potiphar, he excels in everything he does, okay? While he's at Potiphar's house, he's just giving it his all because he knows God, he serves God, okay? Even at this point, he's serving God, even though he has not been, technically qualified by God yet, because he's still got a long way to go before he's completely tested and purified for the type of mission that God's given him, okay? So Potiphar's wife ends up catching feelings for him. He's, a handsome young man, and he's, running things in a godly manner, okay? And that puts off a light that could be, misleading to some people, okay? And she started thinking that she wanted him this, that, and other, and he said no, all right? And it upset her, and she ends up telling him that it was, Joseph, and he ends up going to prison. All right, this is where God is setting up the Lazarus effect, but I want you to see that Joseph is being obedient, which is where the increase comes from, okay? All right, now when he does finally get it, okay, first of all, he had the baker and the chef come in there, and he told them their dreams, all right? The chef ended up getting executed, and the baker ended up going back, the butler ended up going back to Pharaoh, but forgot about Joseph, okay? And it said another 2 years went by. All right. Now, God has set up the Lazarus effect here. It's kind of like he's done set up something that could only be God, and it could only be Joseph, okay? Nobody else could steal this one from Joseph, and God's making it known. All right, he's giving him that increase. It's what I call the Lazarus effect, and Joseph goes up to second in command. But now listen to this. When he gets to second in command, listen to what God has done, all right? He has chosen somebody, tested and purified their faith by fire, okay, and given them Joseph, when his brothers finally come over there, all right, he had the heart enough to forgive them. And God had, Joseph, what he did was he planned and plotted for everybody to be taken care of during a severe famine. All right. So that's the lead. When God prepares a leader for somebody, okay, he's going to do all that stuff. All right. He's going to test and qualify you by fire. All right. Then he's going to give you the Lazarus effect of increase and influence. Okay. But you are going to be the type of person who is not going to hold grudges against anybody for anything, and you are going to be willing to take care of everybody, okay? And in Genesis 50:20, Joseph said, what the devil meant for evil, God meant for good, to save many people. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked it. Hit the subscribe button. Join me at Mixed Mystery.